Hey guys, it's Alexandria with a life full of glitter and sparkle crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to weed a portrait tracing. So this right here is the finished product, well, before I put it on the glass block. But this is showing you just the detail that is involved in this tracing. So this picture is a picture of before I cut it. I added cut lines, which are those little teeny lines in between, like on his forehead and between the sayings, that you need to add to help you weed in the process. So here I'm just going to show you a little process of me weeding. The tool that I'm using is from Harbor Freight. It is a 6-pack hook and pick set by Pittsburgh. I will link it in the comments below, but it was maybe around like $4. But I have loved this pick set better than the one that came with my silhouette. So here I'm just picking through. If I can see that a section, a little dot is caught, I will try to put my little hook in between and stick it down. But with those cut lines, you're able to weed just a certain section. You don't have to pull the whole entire like forehead and face at once and then have a mess trying to get those little dots to come down. So right here is, I'm just showing you how easy it was to come out. There are some little pieces that are stuck, so I just pick those out and place them back down. And this is like probably the most tedious part of weeding, especially these portraits. They're quite tedious. So I'm just showing you, I'm always looking back at my original picture. Right here, especially his forehead detail, there's a little piece right there, that little section right there, and the section over here. So that obviously got stuck or in the vinyl, or it got stuck on the blade and the piece isn't there at all. So what I do is I add a piece from the big piece that I just weeded. So right here, if you can see that little teeny section on the end of the piece that I just weeded, there will also be little pieces that get stuck, and so I pick those out and place those down as well. So here I pick out that little piece in his eye, and I'm actually going to use it as part of his little forehead line. So I'm always reusing little pieces within the image. So here there was just a little piece that was stuck out. So I'm referencing back to the photo, seeing where I need to put it, and always kind of adjusting those little pieces that I do. And putting those cut lines in also helps to have a little section instead of you're having this huge piece of vinyl that you're trying to pick out all the pieces that got stuck. So here I'm going to show you, I'm taking that extra piece of vinyl, placing it down onto the paper. This one might be a little bit too small for me to do that. And I just hold that little section down and rip up. So right here, I'm holding it down with my little pick and then ripping it off. So then this little teeny piece gets ripped off, and I will add that, if I can pick it up. There we go. I'll add that over to the bridge of his nose. And once again, I'm always referencing back to make sure that it's gonna look good. Now I do this a lot, especially on the top of his head where there wasn't like a definite line. So here again, I'm putting the extra vinyl down, holding with my little pick, and ripping off a little piece. And like I said, this is really the most time-consuming part, but this is what you're gonna get the best result doing it this way. All my portrait tracings, this is how I've done it. If I've had pieces stuck or caught, I've made my own little pieces. Sometimes I don't know what sticky side is there, it'll get caught, so I kind of stick it on my finger, see what side it sticks on, and then lift it up from there to stick it down. This little piece. So this next section, I'm just gonna kind of speed up for you, but it probably took me a half an hour. I don't do it all at once. I do probably 15 minutes, leave it for a minute because sometimes I get too frustrated. And then I'll come back to it later that day or the next day and do another 15-20 minutes. So it takes anywhere from a half an hour to 45 minutes depending on how detailed it is to completely weed and add in little pieces. So I'm going to speed up this next part just to save some time, but you'll still be able to see I'm ripping off little pieces and adding them here and there, always again referencing back to that original image on the computer. Right, so I'm not going to do this whole entire project weeding just because in a video because it would take way too long. So I hope this helps, knowing that you can take those little pieces. See right here on the bridge of his nose, we need more detail. Once again, always referencing back. So I'm going to take this piece right here. If you can see kind of those little pieces that are on the edge of it, and I'm going to break those off and use them as the bridge of his nose. So I hope this helps with little weeding details when you're weeding portraits, to reuse the vinyl that you're taking off. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or send me an email. Always remember to click subscribe so you can be updated on new videos that I'm posting. If you have any certain videos that you're wanting to see, definitely leave a comment or send me an email and I can work on those videos for you. Alright, hope you guys have a great day and we'll be seeing you later. Okay, bye-bye.